How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massive Beer Reviews. Outdoors. It's so outdoors right now. There's sun. It's relatively warm. It's right around 60 degrees. It is March, and I am pumped. So I'm outdoor, waiting for my baby to come, and doing a beer review while I do so. So we'll see what's what. This beer comes courtesy of my boy, Dave. Either way, from Jersey. Yeah, he sent off or hand delivered a little social distancing handoff of some little Dirty Glass Mafia on top of some mystery beers, some little homebrew and stuff like that. Index Finger, creamy as creamy could be. Looks old school IPA, very old school IPA. That's kind of what it has going for it, like that kind of like Bell's Two Hearted-y kind of, you know, like a chill wavy kind of vibe to it, but it does look like it has a relatively aggressive kind of carbonation to it that could also be Dirty Glass Mafia, which I think is the case on the bottom there, acting as an agitator. White as white can be had. Super pretty beer. You still give a little whirl, you're automatically getting some nice lacing on there, so it's a good nose. Yeah, there's not much to it. It just has that kind of like caramel malty, crystal malty kind of sweeter malt base. There's definitely a hop presence there, so I'm definitely going with an IPA. But I'm not getting anything too crazy aromatically, at least. Yeah, it's, you know, a little bit of pine notes, definitely some citrus floating around there. It smells pretty good, to be honest with you. Let's dive in. Cheers. That's pretty bittering. Pretty bittering. Definitely kind of West Coast influence, but there's a heaping amount of nice gobs of like a candy-like kind of citrusness in it. I'd imagine this is old school and brewery. 12-ounce can, something like this. Is this 90? It has 90-minute vibes. It's not 90. You want to know why? Because you can kind of see the edge, and 90 doesn't come in a can like that. Yeah, big hop expression, probably leaking in the double IPA realm. Who is this? I wonder who this is. This is a double IPA coming in at 8.2%. West Coast or old school, West Coast influence, but old school brewery, old school beer. I don't know who this is. Now, I could see the little edge of the can being white. That leads me down like something like Avery. It leads me down like a lot of, you know, Lagunitas, those kind of things. But I'm not going to sit here and try to wax poetic about getting the brewery perfectly right. What I'm going to call this beer is an 8.2% old school double IPA made by one of the OGs. That's what I think it is. I don't think there's anything else in it. I am getting a soft little vanilla characteristic. So maybe a white oak highlight. I don't know if that's the case, because it's this soft little kind of vanilla you only get from wood being in there. That could be just me just making stuff up. Hey there, wind and towel. But I like it. Drinks incredibly old school in a very tasty way. 8.2% double IPA, done and done. What do we have here? Double Nickel. Okay. Double Nickel. This is their IPA, India Pale Ale. This is coming in at 8%, so it was 0.2% off. 2 pounds of hops per barrel. Nose and finish beer dominated in notes of grapefruit, pine, and lemon. Late hops addition make it dangerously drinkable. I got a soft little, that little vanilla thing that obviously is just me making stuff up my brain, but kind of made sense to me. And honestly, I'm not too angry at what this is. And this is what it is. Most of the beers that I've had from Double Nickel have been epically old school, and this one is much the same. And I dig it. I like it in its old schooliness. It was canned in the beginning of December 2020, so it's about 3 months old. Just a hair over. Not too shabby. I can get down with this. It's not something, obviously, I'm going to chug on because, you know, being 8% and all that kind of stuff, but I like it. I think it's fun. There you go. Let's talk about it. Is it one of the better double IPAs or IPAs? Double IPA. 8%. I'd call it a double IPA that I've had as of late. It's in the conversation with the old school jams, but it's not one of my favorite ones across the board. So it's in there. It's just not towards the top. I get availability on this. I'm assuming you can get a 12-pack of this probably for less than $14 and leave you with, if you like what we like to spirit, if you like old school, man. Old school West Coast IPA, heavily influenced. And you like White Oak Highlight, because I did personally get a little bit of a soft kind of vanilla thing off this, so it's quite nice. So hopefully you guys enjoy that kind of stuff, then you'll definitely hopefully enjoy this. So there you go, a review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thank you very much, Dan. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massif if you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a little bit of mystery beer and or double nickel right now. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers.